Welcome to the final video in the Proteomic Data Commons Data Submission video series, where you will create your first study and upload biospecimen data to the PDC. The study will allow you to link the instrument, raw files, and experimental protocol you've already entered in previous videos. If you need additional details, the instructions covered in this video are also outlined in the How to Submit Data Guide under the Submit Data tab on the portal. Let's dive right in. First, you need to create the study. From your workspace in the PDC, click the Create button in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Click Study to launch a pop-up form. Enter information for all the required fields of the form. For steps that require you to enter data in a table, you may copy and paste from spreadsheets or upload an XLSX file of the data. If you are unable to complete your study, you can click Save as Draft to save your work and continue another time. To view your saved study drafts, just click on the My section under View Type and then select Study Drafts. Click the vertical dots in front of your study name and click Edit to return to your form. After you've entered the information for your study, click the Finish button at the bottom. Once you complete the study creation, you have the option to upload additional supplementary files, such as clinical supplements and protocol documentation, via the Non-RAW Files options in the Upload dropdown. Now you may upload your clinical and biospecimen metadata using the Data Submission template. If you don't have the template, go to the How to Submit section of the PDC data portal and download it from there. Once you add your metadata to the template, you'll need to save each worksheet, the case matrix, case, demographics, diagnosis, exposure, follow-up, family history, treatment, sample, and aliquot worksheets as separate TSV files. If you have no data for the exposure, follow-up, family history, or treatment entities, you may upload blank files with only the headers filled out. In the workspace, click Upload and select Direct Upload. Within the form, you'll need to first click the Select File Type to select all clinical and biospecimen data. Then click the Select Program and Select Project boxes to associate the data to the program and the project you've created in the previous video. An icon will appear in the form allowing you to upload your files. Either drag and drop your files directly on the form or click the Select Folder button to find your files on your computer. Once the 10 TSV files have been added, click Upload to confirm. If you receive an error for loading the clinical and biospecimen data when you select Upload, you will see a verification log in the wizard stating which term is not associated with the PDC data dictionary. You will need to find a similar term within the PDC data dictionary that can be used in the data. If you can't find something similar in the dictionary, email the PDC Help Desk. Great! Now that your data has been added, let's review the metadata and other project information directly in your workspace. Click My under View Type and select any of the data types in the left-hand navigation to view what you've submitted. You can view your clinical and biospecimen data by going to the left panel and under the section File Management, select Metadata Files. Locate your loaded metadata files and select the 3 vertical dots in front of the entity you want to view and elect Show Content. You can also update or delete your metadata within the Metadata File Management page. Thank you for submitting your data to the PDC data portal. Sharing your research data through the PDC allows you and the rest of the cancer research community to further analyze and drive discovery with data. We encourage you to continue to visit PDC to leverage its analytical tools as well. If you have any further questions, please email the PDC Help Desk at pdchealpdesk@mail.nih.gov. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave a like if this video series was helpful. datacommons.cancer.gov NCI Proteomic Data Commons, proteomic.datacommons.cancer.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, National Institutes of Health, National Cancer Institute, cancer.gov, 1-800-4-CANCER.